I'm Steve Ricker. We're over on the French Broad River today, one of my favorite historical spots. This is a place called Paint Rock, and it's a site of an old native petroglyph. And from everything that I've studied, it predates even the Cherokee. The petroglyph itself was done with red vermilion and yellow ochre, and it's embedded itself into the stone over the years. It's faded a whole lot more than it used to be, but it's still visible, and it's something to see.
Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Today we are going to be making a special dish just for us and for you. Yona Gunvhi, bear stew. Let's go. Okay, welcome guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. We are busy in the kitchen today. We are making bear stew from fresh canned bear meat. Black bear, yes. So what we're going to be doing is going through the process of showing you how we make it. I am absolutely just doing what I want to do in terms of making this stew. I'm kind of going with what I know from making beef stew to an Irish stew, you know, whatever you feel like, right? Now here's the thing. So we got this several lovely gifts from a good friend who is at the intro of this video, Mr. Steve. You've seen him on several videos of ours, one of the best historians in the country, okay? You cannot beat it, okay? But he gifted me some wonderful bear meat, and we got to render down some bear fat at his home the other day. Guys, the cracklings are incredible. I just can't even brag enough about it. So I am going to be making some wonderful stew today, and I'm going to be making his wife's cornbread. I'll show that as well. It may be in this video or it could be the next one depending on the length. So let me show you how I'm going to do this. It's going to be really simple. I'm not going to make a big deal about it, but let's talk about the particulars. For those of you that have never had bear meat before, this is what she looks like when she is canned. So what that means is all of this meat has been packed and has been pressure canned. So essentially it is already pre-cooked. Okay, so I'm going to approach this a little bit different. A lot of times when you see recipes for stews or soups, roasts, whatever thing like all of those above, the meat is raw. Well, this is not the situation. So you're typically going to want to put it in the skillet and just sort of sear it. I'm going to do that just for a second with some garlic and butter and whatnot. And the reason I'm doing that is to get the flavor in the skillet, because I'm going to come back and I'm going to cook my vegetables first. I'm going to make my broth and all of that and put my vegetables in and get them really going. Then I'm going to add the meat because I don't want everything to just kind of disintegrate down. So I want to make sure that I tell you that. So I've got my cast iron Dutch oven going. I could do this outside over heat. I could do this over the wood stove, but we're going to be simple today. Now, what I'm going to be doing is adding your basic large root and basic vegetables. So I'm going to be doing onion, a whole onion. I'm going to be doing large bits of celery, beautiful carrots, and then I've got golden potatoes that I have soaking right now in water. I'm probably going to be adding a little bit of onion soup because the bear meat actually was canned with this type of mixture with it, just to help to take some of the game out, okay? Then I'm going to also be adding salt and pepper, whatever. I'm going to be using basic beef broth. You can use whatever you want, guys. It's up to you. You can use water, okay? And then I may add a splash of beer. I have a little bit of beer left over in the fridge from the holidays where I made my turkeys and stuff, so I have to use it. So I may add that to the flavor. Since this is canned, I'm not really sure we're going to have much of a gamey taste to it. We're going to find out. So obviously, if this had been raw, and a lot of you folks out there that work with this can tell me as well, tell all of us. Miss Lou point blank said, if you get the bear meat raw, you probably want to soak it in some buttermilk first. That's her recommendation, okay? She likes to soak all of her meats into the buttermilk before cooking it. You guys out there may not. That's totally up to you, because this is obviously more of a gamey meat, hawaiian. And so That is what we call meat in Cherokee. So I'm putting in a few words for you there. So again, hawiya is meat, whether it's pig, chicken, it's just meat in general. But we're going to be making a Yona stew. Okay, so once again, I'm going to be using butter and some garlic. I've got a chopped onion. All of this is rough, thick chopped. It's not really a big deal, okay? Did a wonderful job there on the big celery bits. Now, I did use my chopper for some carrots, but they're big chunky pieces. And then, of course, I have peeled and chunked up some wonderful, like Yukon Gold potatoes. So this is what's going to be in my stew. Man, it's sealed good. I didn't think we were going to get that open. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. You see it? So it's chopped. Look. It's just like pot roast. Look. Just like it. Okay, total change of plans, complete change of plans. I'm not going to take it out of the jar. I'm going to go ahead and start the vegetables. This is too finely cooked. It is perfect. I don't want to do anything to it. There is no gamey taste, nothing. It tastes like one of the best pot roasts you've ever had, just out of the jar. Okay, so I'm not going to do any of that. I don't think we're going to need to. So let's just proceed forward as a regular stew and put this in once the vegetables get cooking so we don't cook the meat down too much so it disappears within the stew, okay? I'm so excited. So the goal here is just to marry a little bit of butter with your onion and some garlic, you know, just trying to fuse those flavors together. We don't have the flavor of the meat beginning because a lot of times what you're going to do is you're going to sear the meat, then you'll do this. It's magical, but we've already got prepared meat, so we're going to move on. But I'm going to let these kind of cook and simmer until they're translucent, and then we'll move to the next phase. Okay. So she is crack-a-lacking. She is hopping and a-jumping. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is open up some beef broth. You can use whatever broth you want for soups, guys, stews, whatever. It's whatever you like. Oh, wait a minute. This is being... Okay, I got her now. So what I'm going to do is simply just pour this in with the onions. And I'm kind of gauging it, okay? So I'm really playing this whole recipe by ear. I'm not going to be making like a roux and putting flour in this to thicken it. I think we're going to have enough meat and vegetables. I really don't like soups and stews that make me feel like I'm eating gravy. You may like that. That may be your tradition. I like a lot of chunky stuff in there, but I don't like it like gravy-like. So we're just going to play it by ear, guys. Just got to go with it. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so now we're going to do the next set. Okay, I don't know about you. I think we need more broth in this, don't you think? I mean, this is really thick, and it hasn't even really cooked, and I haven't added a whole lot of seasonings or anything like that, and I haven't even put the bear in here. Yona's just sitting on the side. So I'm going to put some more broth in, and we'll get her rolling, and then we'll start adding all the other goodies. Okay, so let's go over this again, because I know you're asking, and I hope your kids are learning from this too. If you just have meat, whether it's beef, pig, whatever, if it's just meat, it's called hawiya. Hawiya? So this is hawiya. But to be specific, we are making bear stew. So bear is Yona, and Gunvhi actually means it's boiled or dripping in water. So there's different words, just like in the English language, for different contexts of different things, versus like meat versus soup versus stew. Miss Lou helped me with she helped me with the stew part, because I knew the meat, and I knew Yona, and obviously I knew soup, which is ugama, but I did not know stew, and there's a difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in the the onion mix, like your Lipton's. This is actually from Aldi. I'm gonna go ahead and put some in here because, like I said before earlier, the bear was actually cooked with this. Not cooked, it was canned. It was raw packed and had some seasonings put into it, and then it was pressure canned. I think it's awesome. The cornbread is so delightful. The meat is so tender. Not gamey at all. Beautiful, beautiful. Potatoes were done just right. So like I said, what I did was, as I cooked everything, probably about 60 or 70% kind of done. And then I added the meat. And then I added the bay leaves and other, whatever else I felt that it needed. Just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Whatever. This is so good. Thank you for being here. If you have the opportunity to make you some wonderful bear stew, take advantage of that opportunity, because this is a rare treat for a lot of us, and it is worth every moment. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. And guys, I'm gonna eat. I don't know when I'll see you next. I may still be eating, but we'll see you sometime. Y'all take care out there.